Hi everybody and welcome back to the J.A.W Show. I know it was kind of a bad connection the last time, so I just want to reiterate, it's all about love, guys. It's all about what we do in life. You know, it's not going to be always the easiest thing for us to do. I'm going to get this to work so I can do my show. Anyway, okay, if it fails again, guys, I don't care. It's not going to fail again, so we're going to just let it be how it's going to be. What I was talking about, if you guys couldn't hear over the echo, was basically is that we need to drop how we perceive faith as being the enemy. Faith is not the enemy. Being in faith and in love, living a life full of faith and full of love and compassion and kindness is not a bad place to go. What, you want to come? Don't death alert, don't death alert. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm being attacked by a kitty cat. Help! So he's going to go do what little kittens do now. So, it's important for us to realize that this journey that we're on here, guys, is something that we think about every day. You know, if you think about the choices and decisions we have to make every day, the reasons behind all of the things that go on, you know. We all want to be happy. We all want to live a life full of joy and contentment. We all want to have purpose. We all want to have a reason. We all want to have love if we can find it, or we want to have something to believe in more than ourselves. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people telling you what to believe out there. And I'm not going to be the one who tells you what to believe. I want you to believe in love and compassion, kindness, happiness, and all of that stuff. If you believe in that kind of stuff, then I don't care what God you pray to. It doesn't matter what God you pray to. It's all about love. God put himself in all of us. That way we can all love equally. We can all hate equally. We can all choose equally. It's the greatest thing that can happen to a human being. You know, we often complain about we're stuck with all of these things that we don't want to happen, but they're choices and decisions, people. You realize that God loved us so much, he said, let him make mistakes. Let him choose the wrong path. Hell, let him ignore me. Let him hate me. Let him despise me. I don't care. I want them to figure it out for themselves, what it means to be human, what it means to be alive, to live this gift. Because if you believe in any kind of heaven, if you believe that you stay there and you do whatever you do for eternity, great. But if you're one of the people who believe in return and come back and recycle, because that's the way the world works, we all recycle. I don't believe spirituality is any different. It's got to cycle. It's got to recycle every now and again, otherwise it doesn't stay fresh, it doesn't stay clean, it doesn't stay motivated, it doesn't stay moving. You know? The ultimate lesson that faith has to teach us is how do we love one another, share with one another, and commune with one another in a way that is going to be beneficial for all of us. Faith is designed to bring us together to do that as one people. So is politics. So is your favorite Mickey Mouse group, the crazy group that you're a part of, the Coven of the Standing Stones, you know, if you're a part of them. Props to my father, group. You know, I'm a part of a larger group, a larger family, and you can't always be there for the people you want to be there for, but sometimes you gotta show up. Sometimes just showing up to say, hey, one person came to support me, and it was someone who was a part of my brother. I went to go support a film last night. Her name is Margaret Baylock. She's a comedian. She's out of the Acme Comedy Bar. If you ever get a chance, go see her comedy. Margaret Baylock, comedy extraordinaire, funnier than I am. I am trying to learn from her. That's how badly I suck at this shit. And she'll tell you, I'm not very good at this stuff. That's why I run a satire program and not, you know, just a comedy satire program, and I don't just run a comedy program, because sometimes I've got to tease myself because that's the way the world works. But she had her 20-year sobriety yesterday, and it cost me $50 out of my own pocket to go spend maybe an hour and a half to support her and tell her that what she did was important. 20 years is a big, big milestone to be sober. in sobriety, And she got this beautiful medallion that I hope she treasures the rest of her life. But, she accomplished something. Even in NA, even in recovery, she made a mistake. She's in recovery, but she found a family in recovery that helps her stay healthy, happy, safe, secure. She found a family that helps her, drive her to the place she wants to be. There's no faith involved in that. The Serenity Prayer is more about believing in the God you choose, not a specific God. They don't say you have to worship one thing in the Serenity Prayer. They say, come here with faith and love and acceptance. Come here to find forgiveness. Come here to find yourself again. Come here to be sober, to be clean, to talk about what's going on in your life, because that's the real issue, right? We're so afraid to be vulnerable with people. We're so afraid not to share the darkest parts of your soul. Okay, you want to hear my deepest, darkest secret? I once thought about hurting a child. Once. In my entire life, thought about hurting a child sexually because I was sexually abused and I didn't know that wasn't the right thing to do. But you know what happened? I thought about what my decision would mean to that child. And I said to myself, do I really want to spend my entire world feeling guilty for hurting a child because someone did something bad to me? I want to do the same bad thing to the same child that someone did to me? No! I'm not doing that. Let me show you something here, okay? This is called Pentacle Power, okay? This represents living a life in harmony and balance with nature and love and all of that. That's what that means, okay? I wear two different symbols on there. It's not only the pentacle, it's also the tristory as well. I might be wrong with that. It might be trifecta. No, it's tristory. And even this Lucifer has to say, I know it's better, but the symbol just means that I believe in, the hook that I believe in, It's not, get off of my shelf. Even the cat's trying to stop my evil plan. Fast forward, guys. I'm going to save this world by talking about this stuff. I want you guys to really think about it. And I've got a couple more minutes because I'm going to splice these two episodes together. And you're going to get the Echo episode and then you're going to get this episode right after it. So you'll understand what I was talking about. Or maybe I'll just say this is my new episode and just go from here because people can actually hear and understand me instead of... But, I'm not going to make this a very long episode today, guys, because I really think that you guys are smart enough to figure this shit out by yourself. I do. I don't want to tell you how to live your family life. I don't want to tell you how to live your sexual life. I don't want to tell you how to live your spiritual life. I'm the DuckDuckGo of the spiritual community. I don't care what kind of God you have and what God you worship to. As long as you worship a God of love, I don't care. You worship a God of hate, then I have a problem. Okay, Satanists aren't all bad, alright? They worship the devil, but Satanists don't actually believe in the devil. They believe in what he represents, not necessarily the deity itself, Now, your hardcore people who believe in that stuff, who believe in the hate and the anger stuff, those are the people I don't want to deal with. Those are the groups I don't want to be a part of. The people who say go out there and tell people that they are less than because they were born the way their creator made them, fuck you! Your creator made you that way. Fuck you for saying that. You're saying fuck you to your God. Every time you say that, you're saying your God was wrong to create that human being. You're saying your God made a mistake. And that's just wrong. Okay, sexuality isn't about one other person. It's about the individual. It's about what they feel in their heart, what they love, what they dream, what they want to be a part of, What matches their soul, what matches their heart, what matches their mind. That's what's important. It's not important if it's a woman or a man, or two women, two men, or if it's one woman and three husbands. I don't care. As long as you're not abusing those women, as long as you're treating them with respect and kindness, they've all got equal say in the marriage, and you're happy and you're content with the way you are living, I have no right to tell you that's wrong. Now, if you're abusing children and you're slapping people around and you're making them live a certain way, and if they don't, they get punished because of that, that's wrong. Even Jesus wasn't the God of punishment. He accepted the punishment for a man. Why would he want you to dish it back out? Why? Why would the God of love want to dish back out pain? I don't know. So, the J.A.W Show is about... See, I thought maybe I'd create an evil villain for you all to say, I've got to stop this guy because if he really does decide to get that magic army going and get all of that stuff going and he decides to destroy this world, we won't have a world to live in anymore. Or maybe you want to support me. Hey, you know what? That's a great idea. Let's start the evil empire plan up here, guys. You can start coming anything you want. You can start in my book. Anytime you want. Just become a subscriber on my YouTube channel, or you can become a member of the Legion. Well, hardly. You're not signing a book when you're doing that. You have to come sign the actual book if you want to become my army. But, what's in it for you? Come on, guys. Coming to my show, I don't expect anything from my viewers. I don't expect anything from my fans. You know what I expect? I expect you to come here and laugh at my ass because I'm ridiculous and you think maybe some of my ideas are stupid and dumb, but they're not. It's easy to live a life where we can't see all these things that are in front of us that are blessings and beautiful things that are happening in our lives, Life is a blessing. It's the ultimate roller coaster ride, the ultimate game of chance, the ultimate gamble, everything. You get to choose what you want to live your life to be. God just sits back there and watches and sees how you do. And when you go up there, he says, hey, you did okay. Well, you didn't do okay. Well, okay, fine. If you didn't do okay, do you really go down to a fiery pit of hell because you made one mistake in your life and you never got a chance to find the answer? No. God isn't about punishing those who have not learned the lesson yet. It's about those who have learned the lesson and refuse to learn the lesson anytime ever. That's the people he punishes. And if you really want to think about it, where does they really go? They go to their worst own nightmare. That's what they go to. They live their own nightmare because that's what they live in. They live their own nightmare because it's all they can ever live in is their own worst nightmare. They do it to themselves. Purgatory is what we would call hell. There's no lake of fire. Well, I hope so. If my evil plans work, I'm going to need a lake of fire. Hell, I'm going to need the hellfire itself in order to enact my evil plan. I can't do anything without the hellfire. It better damn well exist. And I'm a witch, okay? So you see how funny this is, okay? I'm a witch who's asking to get in a lake of fire that the Christians have made. So that I can become the evilest person in the world, so I can just blow the world up and send you all to heaven. It's the most ridiculous idea in the entire universe, guys. It is literally the stupidest plan in the universe. Press a button, blow up the earth, make all these people protect me until I can blow up the earth. That's it. That's the whole evil plan. And I want you to come here and tell me why we should save the world. I've asked my guests a billion times. I don't know if I've asked my viewers, how would you save the world? I'm going to put that in a poll. A comment question, No comments, no questions, no queries, nothing even showing up on there. I'll have to type something later. But no comments are popping up. Hey, feel free to comment, guys. I love to hear from you guys. If there's someone who pops out and sees part of my show and wants to know what's going on, ask me. Now, I'm a minister, a priest, a spiritual person at heart. I really believe in humanity. I shake my head a lot, and I head to the temple thing a lot. But honestly, I love humanity because I think that the choices and decisions we're making, we have that ability to do so. But it's not for any other reason than that, I got enough even to sniff to take a sniff at a little cocaine sniff here. I'm going to try to lay in line some weed here. That was a joke, guys. Ha ha ha. See? I smoke cannabis. Who cares? Am I hurting anybody? If I want to destroy my life, does God care if I destroy my life? Of course he cares. He doesn't want to see me get injured or hurt because of my decisions or choices. He wants to see me grow because of my choices. So, cancel. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I hope I'm still here. My thing is trying to cancel on me. Cancel. And just leave it be until it catches up. Alright, it's hot back up. Woohoo! Yay, for my evil plan, not yet again. So, hey, in case I didn't say it in, and you didn't understand, Margaret Baylock is the best movie ever, and she is 20 years sober, and I'm so proud of her, so shout out to Margaret Baylock. Beep, beep. She's done a lot for her family and friends surrounding her, and doesn't always get the credit for when she does that for people. She's been there for me. In a way, I think of her like a sister. I honestly do. She's my covenant sister, but I think of her as a birth sister sometimes. I think sometimes, she needs a big brother in her life, but I can't always be there to help and support her. She's got to figure out her own life, just like we all have to. See, you start at birth, and your mom takes care of you to a point of reason. Then when you start making decisions, the second you decide to steal the candy off the top of the counter, you made the choice of reason. You know it's wrong to take the candy, but you take the candy anyway. You know it's wrong to do, but you do it anyway to see what will happen. Now, if your mom and dad are nice, they will probably just take the candy away from you and make you cry. That would probably be punishment enough. But if they're good parents, they'll probably say, why did you take the candy? If they can talk. Now, if they can't talk and it's just instinct out of that point, let's get to the point where they can actually vocalize what they are feeling. Why did you take the candy? I was hungry, and it was sitting there. But I told you not to take the candy. I know I wasn't supposed to take the candy, but I was hungry, and it looked good. Okay, next time you want a snack, I will give you a snack, but I don't want it to be candy, okay? And so mom will give her kid a healthier snack at that point. And maybe let the kid have the candy after it has a healthier snack. So ensuring the child gets the nutrition it needs and learns the lesson that sometimes when you make a mistake, it won't be the worst possible outcome in the world. Now, if you're a little bit more stricter of a parent and you take the candy away and you won't let them have it back, that's okay, but at least they're learning something along the way. So they're learning that judgment call on what to do next. We all learn next. Okay, I'm living my life and I'm 16 and I want to go run away to New York City in a big car because I think this dream has told me to do that. I don't know anyone around here who's done that. So, that's kind of what it's about. This show is about what's going on, and I'm going to have to fix the title and crap, but whatever. Every last one of you has a voice, has a purpose, has a reason for being here. Whether that is the current mission you are undertaking at this point, or you have yet to find that mission. It's not about why we have to worry about the ins and outs of hows and happenings of everything. We just have to learn to be more compassionate and kind and sharing, even though we might not have enough. I have half a loaf of bread, half of it's moldy. If we cut the other half in half, we'll have a meal together instead of one of us being hungry today. Hell, we'll soak that. I'll even take the part that's full of mold, and I'll soak it in soup, and it will be cleansed and cleared and ready to go. Okay? Maybe a person who takes the nastier bit, doesn't realize that they're just taking an antibiotic somehow. They're taking a little bit of the mold, and it's not enough to hurt them, but it's enough to, feed them, The feeding was what's the feeling a little sick afterwards, maybe. There are people who do that every day. I've ate out of trash cans when I was hungry and didn't have money. I've done that in the store that I worked sometimes. I see someone who threw away a half of the Subway and I steal it out of that trash and I will eat that. Because I think that's half a Subway sandwich they didn't really want to eat. You know what I do? I cut off the part they did on and I eat the rest of the damn sandwich. If I'm desperate. I've stolen because I was hungry. I stole just to steal. You know, I broke every commandment out there except murder, okay? And adultery did with my wife because I'm just too old to adultery. You know? Everyone goes out the door with a set of all of these choices and decisions they want to make in this lifetime. This lifetime is about the choices and decisions you make. How will you save the world? How will you make the world a better place? And even if that's just you and your family and the people who surround you, if that's all the better you make the world, well, everybody did that. Maybe we'd concentrate more on our families and our friends and the people who surround us than the people we call enemies and stuff. Our allies would no longer have to be allies. It would be family. One family. One world. One heart. Let's get together and you like. You know? But the world has to want that change. I'm not very popular on YouTube. I'm probably not very popular on Facebook. I don't have a ton of followers. I don't have people who come check me out on a daily basis. I'm probably talking to myself. But I hope that one person clicks on one of my shows and they say, you know, this guy's kind of silly and funny doing his episodes, and guess what? Let's go for you. Enough nurturing you got. There's the comedy satire part of the comedy satire podcast. I'm a weird dude. I've got lots of weird ideas about how to help this world, but no one will listen to me because I'm just a lonely priest in a little circle pines who has no idea what he's talking about. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But, see, that's part of the freedom I want to give you. I want to give you the freedom to choose whether or not I'm right or wrong. You the freedom to find a path that means something for you. So if you're confused and wondering where your life is going, you don't have any hope right now. You've got nothing and no one to counter. You have the ultimate choice. You can swallow your pride. Go to a homeless shelter. Find someone who will help you. Rebuild your life. The one person who's kind to you and ask them for one last kindness. Can I have enough to find a place to sleep tonight? A hotel, anything. You can even drive me there. I just want one place to sleep for one night. And then they offer you the bed in their garage. And they lock the doors and they make sure they're safe. But at least you're at one night in a warm place. People are kind. People are forgiving. People are loving when they want to be. They just have to have the right motivation to do that. Well, it's their belief system that tells them they can or cannot. That's what stops them from saying, I will help you today. You know what? I'm a Wiccan. I will help you, Christian. I'm a Christian. I will help you, Muslim. I am a Jew. I will help you, Muslim. I'm exhausted and in pain and don't know how to live my life anymore. You know, that's what it's about, you know? I got a fucking sore in my hand and I've been trying to get it off forever. Now maybe I will be able to do that. But who knows, who cares, who just called the whole thing off, right? The point is, guys, is that love is everywhere we want it to be. Choices are everywhere we want it to be. One has to make the choice together, or everyone has to at least make an individual choice. I want to save the world. I want to make the world a better place with a community and people who understand that more than anything, we just want to have food, shelter, a happy place to do something to contribute to. And why can't that be everybody all at once? Why can't that farmer feed everybody in the world just as much as that person who goes to the electric plant and works a day of hard work? Because you work for food doesn't mean you're not doing anything less than the person who sits in an office trying to make sure everything runs and keeps running. The hospitals are out of your mind, out of this world. Brilliant hospitals. Every last one of them are top of the line, top shelf, fully stocked hospitals. Can you imagine what this world would be like for our world health if we did that? Every hospital, fully staffed, fully a part of everything. No worries about what money or anything comes into your life. You're right. Your world's gonna. You're going to be saying, you're going to call me a liberal, and I am a liberal, okay? I am a liberal who believes that we can share this world. Well, I think that's enough chatterboxing at your asses for one day, so I hope you enjoyed the show. Please join me next week for an exciting show of the J.A.W Show. Sorry about the lateness today, but I had some technical issues, so I decided to do a full show instead of just giving you the Echo episode. I will leave you, I will call it the Echo episode from hell. This will be my official episode. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye. Hey, don't forget guys, my evil plan is at work and I will destroy this world if you don't come to the J.A.W Show and subscribe. It is my evil empire and will never stop my evil plan. There. I don't know if that was good enough for you. Bye.